cruising. I just time we abusing. Sexy girl when we choosing. I know we ain't losing. Yo. Cruising in the drop top, chilling in the ride. Checking out the fat girl, them in on my side. Pull up to the hot spot, girl left to right. Touch one of them and tell her, say tonight if it's in it done right away. Never delay, just give me the blame and I'll ramp when it.
Wagwan people, it is I, SourBawss, and I've got an OU match against a guy from the TPX Zats. His name is Ice M. And yeah, OU match this using, this is actually the last good battle that I have with this Hell team. So yeah, look at the teams real quick. It's basically Hell versus Sand, so we're going to have a bit of a weather war, although from the match it's not much of a weather war, but in any case. I'm going to predict him to lead off with the Sizzle, so he can try and kill him off my Bomb Snow quickly, as I'm just going to lead off my Hariyama, so I could just resist his Bug Stab. But big threats, I just really need to get all my entry hazards up as soon as possible, since Terrakion is a big threat. If the Tita has Fire Blast, that's a big threat. Landorus could be a big threat as well. Heatran, big threat. A lot of big threats, but I can pretty much handle anything. Well, I hope so anyway. I mean, I did take hours upon hours trying to build this team, or structuring it, so yeah, Sizzle lead. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the show. I also forgot to mention that he could have led off with the T-Tar or the Heatran, so yeah, that's also why I led with Hariyama. But in any case, he does lead off with the Sizzle. He is going to go for that stab U-turn. Look at the damage, it is choice banded as I am max defense, no HP investment. As I'm going to predict him to go into a Celebi and go right for that payback. It does a decent amount, and I will also scout out what kind of Celebi this is. He does show that he's defensive. So this might be his Stealth Rocker, or the Heatran, or the T-Tar could be it. But in any case, I'm just going to scout out for the Psychic, since some Celebis do run it, but it's not that common. As it does predict my switch, and it goes for the HP either Fire or Ice, as that's what they usually run. As I switch out into my Blissey. Now here, I want to go for my Stealth Rocks, just to get some entry hazards as quick as possible, as he does have some sort of U-turning core with Sizzle and the Landorus, which I'm predicting to be Scarfed. And although I do have the Flamethrower on this Blissey, I'm not going to go for it since I can't kill from that range. Well, I have a possibility of killing, but I don't want to risk it, as he predicts my switch quite nicely and goes for Pursuit, but all in vain, as it's going to be a Skarm Warrior versus Heatran, as I'm just going to get my first layer of spikes. I was hoping he was going to predict my switch and not go for the Lull Plume instead, or go for the Stealth Rocks, but he does end up going for the safe move, as I do get burned unfortunately, 30% chance, what can you do? As I'm still able to handle that Landorus, but it's going to be a bit more tricky now, so unfortunately I lose Skarmory quite early, but I do get 2 levels of spikes up, which is very nice, as I'm just going to lay up 1 layer of Toxic Spikes with my Tentacruel, as he is just going to lay up his Stealth Rocks, which I wish he would have done earlier, but whatever. As I'm laying the Toxic Spikes, as the only thing that can get hit by are the Celebi, which I'm more concerned about, the T-Tar and the Terrakion. So after I've got my layers of Toxic Spikes, I'm just going to go for that Scald, as he does roar me out into my Hariyama, as he was predicting my switch into something else, as he did show me the Earth Power. So that's why I just stayed in, since I figured that he might predict that. But in any case, I don't get the 30% chance of burn with the Lull Plume. He does stay in. Unfortunately for him, he was probably hoping I would make a misplay, but it's not the case. Go for that low kick, and it will kill from that range of health. And that's 1 dead Heatran. So he brings out a Celebi once again, as he's going to get wrecked by the Stealth Rock Spikes and get Toxic by the Toxic Spikes, as he's going to switch out into his Sizzle. But unfortunately this time I did go into my Tentacruel, since I want to switch on my switches a bit, since he did go into Sizzle last time and I was expecting him to go into his Terrakion. But in any case, I get a free chance to Rapid Spin the Stealth Rocks away, as his Heatran is dead, so no more rocks on my side of the field. As he U-turns out, I do resist, but that does a hell of a lot still, as he goes into his Landorus. Now he does pack the Earthquake, but I am predicting him to not go for it and just go for that U-turn once again, as he does go crit, which is whatever, what can you do really, as I'm just going to go for that Scald. Unfortunately in this match I was still running the protect. I was still using protect on this tentacle, which I later changed to hex since it helps me against annoying Jellicents which have the taunts, and I've got a few speedy Vs to hopefully outspeed it. But in any case, I know another Scald won't kill it from that range of health, so I'm just going to switch out into my Blissey, as he does go for the recover as I thought. So really, so far it seems to be pretty even so far. I've lost Skarm unfortunately, and he's lost his Heatran, so what I'm thinking right now is I'm just going to go for the Seismic Toss. I do have the Flamethrower on this Blissey, as I have mentioned before and what you have seen from my videos, but I don't want to reveal it just yet, so that the Sizzle will be more inclined to switch in, as he's going to go for the U-turn. I do predict this and not switch out. If he went for the Earthquake, I think I might have died, I'm not sure. I did a calc, but I can't remember it basically. But in any case, Stealth Rock Spikes main this damn Sizzle, as I'm just going to go for that soft boiled, and now I'm just going to finally reveal that I do have the Flamethrower with the special attack and speed investment into his Blissey, and absolutely roast that thing to high hell, as he's going to just be taken out. And then Terrakion comes in, and then I soft-boiled, I Seismic Toss, predicting him not to go for the close combat, as he does go for that Stone Edge. I was hoping he'd go for X's or something, but in any case that does quite a bit actually, and Blissey's just a freaking monster, oh my goodness. As I do pop that Terrakion's balloon, and now he's just going to go for another Stone Edge. Pretty risky actually, but since he could have missed, I wish he did, but oh well. As the Weather War finally begins after I defaulted my Tentacruel. Now he makes a good play, since he kind of figured that I may have been scarfed or outsped, or possibly had the Eye Shard, so he defaulted his Celebi, as I'm just going to go for that Wood Hammer, just to be on the safe side. But in any case, that's one minor annoyance gone out of the window now. So I'm predicting his Landorus to go for that U-turn once again. And if he does go for the Stone Edge, that's also fine, since I've still got my Hariyama. Hariyama does absolutely... Still can't believe how good this thing was on this team. It's unbelievable. But yeah, he goes for that U-turn and switches out into his Terrakion. With the balloon popped, he gets hurt by the spikes, Stealth Rock, and gets toxic by the Toxic Spikes, as... From prior experience, because I am max defense impish nature, I know I can live a close combat from this range of health, as my health bar keeps going down as I just go for that low kick after defense drops. Even without the defense drops, it still would have killed, so yeah. Thanks to my own heal, this will be a double down, as he's going to switch out into his Tyranitar, as I'm going to just switch out into my Blissey, as he does get mains by the Spikes and Stealth Rock, along with getting poisoned by the Toxic Spikes, as he gets a Sandstorm. So I'm just going to go for the soft boil, just trying to stall him out a tiny bit, so the toxic damage can start to rack up. I'm probably sure I just went for one layer looking back at this match, but regardless, he does go for the crunch. That does a hell of a lot, I mean, Jesus Christ. But in any case, next turn I am just going to go for that Seismic Toss, as I don't want to stall him out too much, as I've pretty much got this in the bag. Just go for that Seismic Toss, get 100, just get 100 pieces of damage on that thing, take 100 hit points, and allow my Blissey to get killed off, as thanks to the toxic damage, I'm just going to be able to bring in my Bomb Snow for free, and my hail is here to stay, after like, what, nearly end of the match. Go for that Choice Scarf Woodhammer and easily take that thing out. As the Landorus does come in, his final Pokemon, he does go for that U-turn, and I am a hasty nature, and for those who don't know, that's minus defense, and I lived this U-turn, so Abom Snow just cleaned up, so yeah, and I live with 1 HP, which is absolutely hilarious. But regardless, that's a very good game. One of my first matches with this team, and it turned out pretty well, I must say. So I'm very happy with the results. I'm not sure what to say, but unfortunately there was a few hiccups earlier on when I was making this team, and I guess you'll see those in the next few videos. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for even clicking the video once again, since it still is video quality. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the other side.